Okay. Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk about decisions. Okay, in making decisions, and how and what to think about when you're making a decision. I think it's important to always think back, like especially if you're making a major decision in your life, to think back and okay, is this something that God wants me to do? Is this something that is part of my purpose? Like always go back and ask God, is this something that you want me to do? Because I always say for myself that I only want to do what God wants me to do. If God doesn't want me to do it, then I don't want it. No matter how glamorous or how nice or whatever it might seem at that moment. Because I realize that God knows me better than I know myself. He created me. And He knows why He created me. He knows my purpose. He knows what I'm supposed to be doing. And I don't want to be running behind something, trying to do this thing because it looks good, or because everybody said that this is the thing. So you want to be successful, at least the definition of what the world might say success. So you want to follow this thing, but then I don't know if there's anybody that can relate or know, like people that pursue something, and then you achieve it, and then later down in life, like maybe 50s, 60s, you're there and you still feel like there's something missing, and that's one thing I don't want for myself. One thing I keep telling myself, that I don't want to have regrets later on in life just because I did something, because we say, this thing is it's safe, so just do this because it's safe, or this thing, everybody's been doing this thing and they've been doing well with it, or I know this person, or I know that person that did it, right? We're all different. This might work for you, and I'm not saying that it might be wrong, or it might be it might be a good thing, but it might not be something that God wants for you, and what do you really want? Do you just want to live life, okay, running after stuff and thinking, okay, this is it, this is the next big thing, and somebody said that and you're running after that, and somebody else said this and you're running after this, and that's how you keep living your life? Or do you want to be the person that God created you to be, and just be comfortable where God has you, because you know that this is your purpose, this is why you were born, and at the end of your life you can be able to say that you've lived your life to the fullest, you fulfilled your purpose here on this earth, rather than just accomplishing a whole lot of things and still not accomplishing that thing that you were created for. And I've noticed that when you're doing what God created you to do, no matter what it is, there's always this sense of peace and fulfillment, whereby you're comfortable there. And it's like people can come and show you all these fancy other things, but it's like it doesn't pull you away, because like, I'm happy where I am, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be like, like for example, there's singers. People see singers and they look at their lives and they think, oh, that would be a nice thing to do, they got this, they got that, they got the limelight and everything, right? While somebody might just be comfortable being in the background, fixing the lights, because this is something that they enjoy doing, or maybe even getting up the costumes for the person that goes on stage, because that's something that they enjoy doing, right? And they don't have to be on the stage, and be recognized by other people in order for them to be fulfilled. They can just be, putting together these outfits, and that's what brings joy to their heart, and that's why I feel it's important whenever you're making that decision to think, is this something that is part of my purpose? Is this something that God created me to do? And seek His guidance in it, and always put the forefront of it, that you want to do what we were created to do, and not just what looks good or feels good, and this thing is a good idea, but is this something that God wants me to do? Because I don't want to be 10 years down the road regretting this idea, even though it's a good idea, and I know that the person that maybe suggested, if somebody did suggest it, means well, right? But it might not be what I'm supposed to do. So anyway, the whole gist of this, just in case I lost anyone, the whole gist of this video is in terms of making decisions, the core of your decision making, to always go back and ask God, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Should I take this opportunity, or not? Like, find out from Him if this is going to lead you closer to fulfilling your purpose, or if it's going to, have you stagnant, because sometimes it might look as if, okay, I'm doing all these things, but your purpose is still not plan, and nothing hasn't been done with that, but you're doing all these things and you feel as if you're making progress. I've heard it whereby people say, I'm so busy, you know, and you feel like you're making progress because you're busy. And then when you're done, you look around you, you're still where the same place you were when you started, because it's like you're just doing all these things, but it doesn't, it's not that meaningful. It's like, okay, let me try and explain it. It's like you have your house to clean, but you run around the place helping everybody else, doing everything for everybody else, and then when you're done with that, you come back home in the evening tired, you know, all your energy gone, and you open the door, and there, that same house that you left that needed cleaning is still there waiting on you. So it's kind of like that when you're busy doing all these other things except your purpose. It's like when you're done and you finish, you sit down and you feel like, that was a busy day, and then you look around, your purpose is sitting in the corner, they're looking at you like, you forgot about me, you know. And it's like you had all this energy that you used up, but it wasn't, I would say it wasn't used wisely, you know. Anyway, I hope I didn't confuse anyone. Just make sure when you're making a decision to always seek to find out from God if this is something that's going to lead you closer to fulfilling your purpose, or if it's gonna lead you away from fulfilling your purpose, or just have you sitting there. It looks like if it's progress, but it just has you sitting there. Anyway, thank you for watching my video, and feel free to check out my I have an Instagram page and a Facebook page for my crafts that I make. My earring. I know it's different. That's the thing, I enjoy doing things like these, you know, just getting ideas and trying them out and seeing how they're gonna come out. This is something that brings me joy, you know. Writing papers, no, that doesn't bring me joy. But anyway, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Anyway, feel free to check out my Facebook page and my Instagram page, Elizabeth's Classics. I'll put a link below so you guys can check it out. And I also take orders, and you can see some of my crafts, and feel free to message me. Anyway, also feel free to share this video, to like, to subscribe, and also comment, you know. And if you have any ideas, or you know, anything that stand out, and maybe if you have any questions. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.